Hey there, it's Elizabeth again, and welcome back to Flip Through number 21. This is my July-August Fibonacci, and so let's see where we left off. We did that. Okay, here we go. So on this day here, we were down in the Keys, and we were just having some fun in the sun. And then on this day here, sorry for those butterfly glares, we just had a big fat lazy day, and usually that's what occurs on Sundays because we get home from the Keys, we unpack, and then we just, lounge on the couch and watch Netflix and just, have a lazy day. And then this day here was, let me see, the letter at July was I was born for this, and then I just did this hand lettering to match this hand lettering. And this again is just Posca paint markers with like Sharpie or Micron, whichever, outlining them. And then the prompt for the day was, who is your person that you rely on that'll be there for everything? And of course it's my big handsome, he's my person. And yeah, so I picked out a meme. It says sometimes we need someone to simply be there, not to fix anything or do anything in particular, but just to let us feel that we are cared for and supported. And that's what my big handsome does for me. And so I thought that was appropriate to put in here. And then this is the song lyrics to You've Got a Friend. And so when I first saw, the prompt, it just reminded me that day of this song. So I printed out the lyrics and then just kind of decorated it with some stickers. And starting on these until like present, these next few pages, I hadn't been feeling very well lately, and so yeah, there's like not, I mean, there's stuff on them, but they're not like my most favorite pages. I mean, I like the way that this one came out, kind of, but like I didn't color in the background or anything like that. And anyway, so yeah, I wasn't feeling all that great during this time. So then the next page was, this was the letter at July, dreams don't work unless you do. And I did it in, what is that stuff called? It's like a jelly pen, a glitter pen. And then the tangle at Tuesday that day, the prompt was to do a tangle in the shape of an owl. So I'd found an inspiration piece on, like Pinterest or Google or something, and used that. And then the prompt for the day was your horoscope, which I don't really follow horoscopes, but I decided to look online and find my horoscope for that day. And so I put that in there. And then again, like the last video I told you, like these little scribble marks here are because when I was tracing it with my pen, I went off the line, and so I just kind of do that to make it look like it was always supposed to be there. Anyway, so that's how I do that. And then also because I had the horoscope typed out here, I just wrote a little reminder quote of something from the book The Prince by Machiavelli, which is he was talking about being an archer and to be like the archer and aim high, because when you do that, you're bound to hit your target. So I think that that's important to remember, to always aim high. And then this day here again, I think we were down in the Keys. We were down in the Keys for like a week. My husband took some time off from work. So we were spending the weekend or the whole week at the Keys, or more than just the weekend. Anyway, I can't remember. But that day it was like a time capsule, and it was Wednesday, so it was Whimsical Wednesday, and Lynn had put the prompt as being, what was going on the year that you were born. And I was born in December 1969, and so I didn't feel like, well, at the time when I printed this out to use as, information. But then when I sat down to do the page, I just wasn't in the mood to draw it or, anything like that. So I just, colored it in and stuck it in here with some pretty washi tape. But some of the things that were interesting is, bread was 23 cents a loaf. I mean, I think now it's like I don't even do grocery shopping in my house, but I'm pretty sure it's like $3 a loaf or at least 2.50 a loaf depending on what kind you get. Milk was $1.26 a gallon. And keep in mind too, like these prices, just like the prices are today that we think are expensive, these were probably expensive to them, to my parents anyway back then. But yeah, $1.26 a gallon for milk, and now, good Lord, I think it's like $5 or something. It's crazy. $1.14 a dozen for eggs. That sounds like it was a typo. I don't know if that's true or not. 35 cents a gallon. Holy cow. Oh, a house, $27,000. It's like you can buy a car for that, like a brand new, car. Well, an expensive car in my opinion, but yeah, you could buy a house for 27,000. That's crazy. Stamps were 6 cents a piece, and now they're what, like 40 some cents? I don't even know. So anyway, yeah, that was fun, and it was a fun prompt to do to see all the different things that were going on. And then be grateful down here was the letter at July prompt. So I enjoyed doing that. I really like doing these kind of letters where you thicken the downstrokes, and that's something I learned from Llama's love lettering. And so I just really love the way it turns out. I think it looks so pretty. And then, so be grateful, and then I'm grateful for my family and friends. And then on this day, I got my mammogram. Save second base. So, yeah. So I got a mammogram, and I encourage everyone to get a mammogram. So, yeah, I went and had my mammogram done. Everything came out fine, which I was thankful for. So yeah, I went in and got my mammogram along with an ultrasound, and I also had to get my thyroid ultrasounded. I don't even know. I had to have an ultrasound on my thyroid, which that didn't come back so well. But, oh, well, we'll see what happens. That's a story for another time. And anyway, so the tech was very gentle for the mammogram. And then I even got a free chair massage, which was really quite nice. And then this was the letter at July. At least he fails while daring greatly. And then Linda now puts on lists on Thursday on the group instead of, we used to do quotables, I think, on Thursday, but now we're doing lists on Thursday. So this list today was, I think it was the first Thursday, it was your favorite words. And so my favorite words were looking forward to a long weekend. And we ended up actually extending our time. And we were there for a while. And then this is just a picture from a magazine. Excited. Boating season is here. And I just, collaged a little bit here. We went to Keys Bite for dinner or for lunch. Usually we go for, like a late lunch. And so that was nice. And then on this day was Sweet Allie's prompt, which is the 5 on Fridays. So I believe we were supposed to use some kind of serviette maybe, which is what they call it in the UK and other places, but in the US we just call them napkins. So, I had to get a giggle out of that when I was doing this because, like napkins, and then short for napkin would be like nappy, but then in Britain or in the UK and other places, nappies are diapers. So if, it just struck me as funny. So yeah, I have a very decorative diaper on here. No, I'm just kidding. It's a napkin. And so yeah, I wanted my theme to be the beach because that's what we were doing that week. We were down in the Keys, and so one of the other I can't remember, and I don't have the list with me right now, but it was use a Project Life card, I think. Use something with wings. Use a serviette. And I can't remember what the other thing was. It might have been use a sticker or something. I'm not sure. Stickers maybe? I'm not sure. This is just a cutout from a magazine. And here is what I wrote on the Project Life card. We had a lovely time. We had gone to the beach that day. The little beach that I call our private beach, but it's really the Everglades National Park. Shh, don't tell anyone. But anyway, we do follow the rules. And so, yeah, you're not allowed to land on it or go on the island itself, but we park off the island, and it's nice and shallow and hard packed sand, and it's just beautiful. So yeah, we had a great time on the boat that day. And so that was that page, my 5 on Friday. And then this page here, this was my late brother Michael's birthday, July 18th. And yeah, so I was remembering him. He passed away suddenly in 2013. And yeah, we were very close to one another, although he lived on the other side of the country and we didn't see each other very often. But growing up, we were, like best friends. We did everything together. We had the same, group of friends, and did a lot of things together. And in fact, he's the whole reason I met my husband, Big Handsome. So I will be forever grateful to my brother for that. And so, yeah, then the rest of the day, it was pretty much a couch day. We were still in the Keys, and Big Handsome wasn't feeling well, so we were watching movies, and I was at the bar working on, or the island, whatever, in the kitchen, working on my Fobonichi while we were watching movies. And so I was trying to remember to have patience and, accepting hardships as a pathway to peace, and you can't be all things to all people all the time. Life just doesn't work that way, and that's a great reminder, and I need to remind Big Handsome of that sometimes, because he does not, he's not having a very good go of the whole chronic illness thing. So, but, tomorrow's a new day and we'll get through it. And so that's why I put this in here. We can beat this because we're in it together, and we certainly are. So, and I wouldn't have it any other way. And I'm so glad that we're able to go this journey, even though it can be a painful journey at times, but we're together, and that's what matters. And then this day here, July 19th, we went back to the beach. So we were feeling a little bit better. And yeah, so we just decided we took an impromptu boat ride over to our private beach for a swim and a picnic with the family. So yeah, that was nice. And, sometimes, especially if you're dealing with chronic illness or whatever, sometimes you just have to get up and go. You just got to do it, and even though, my husband or I aren't feeling well, or even if my kids aren't feeling well, sometimes you just got to do it. Sometimes you just got to do it. And then you're, most of the time, you're glad you did once you're done. And so then this day here, we went down to a Mexican restaurant. We go to like a seaside town, which is like all of the Florida Keys, and we go to a Mexican restaurant. But it's one of our favorite restaurants, and we thoroughly enjoy it. And it was my daughter, her boyfriend came down to spend the day with us. We were going to try to go out on the boat, but I'm pretty sure that this day we kind of overdid it, my husband did. And so he wasn't feeling all that great, just because, when you think of going out on the boat ride, you think of, oh, how fun, Well, if you've never owned a boat, then that's what you think of. Oh, how fun, let's go, beach time, fun time, picnic time, family time. And it is all of those things. But it's also when you get back to the dock, having to put everything away, having to do the laundry, having to clean everything up, having to wash the boat, having to do blah, 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 blah. But we try to focus on doing the fun stuff and not all the yucky stuff. But anyway, so that day he wasn't feeling too well, so sorry about the glare. So we went out, we did go out to lunch, and Beauty Queen's boyfriend was down, so we did that. We just, just went for a drive, and then later on all the kids went on the golf cart over to a little cave that we have by our house and watched the sunset. And then my husband made yummy sliders for dinner, so that was good. And then one of the prompts was a bad habit, which, who likes to admit their bad habits? Like, no one. But my only one of my many bad habits is smoking. Yes, you heard it. I smoke, unfortunately, and one of these days I will quit. And so, yeah, that's that. And on that lovely note, I'll stop there, and I will catch you on the next flip. Thanks as always for watching, and have a great day.